Welcome to the most racist show on earth.
Well, whenever I tell people about the show, I tell them, hey, you know, it's the most racist show on earth.
Most people hear most racist show.
Oh, how do you get that many racists on a show?
They just assume it's going to be a bunch of comedians going up there doing the most racist jokes that they have. And I'm like, no, not racist.
The most racist.
Meaning a bunch of racists coming together.
Comics from multicultures on one show. The most racist show on earth.
My name is Neil Bansell. I am the creator and producer of the most racist show on earth. And we're putting on a show at the Panasonic Theater here in Toronto. One night only, September 20th, 2014. It's our comeback show, so I'm a little nervous right now, the whole day.
This is just like Toronto, waiting in traffic. It's 1:56 p.m. These comedians are arriving. One of them already has arrived at the airport and is probably waiting, but a couple coming by at 2:15, and I don't think I'm gonna make it. But in 2005, we did our first show at the Ontario place here at the Atlantis Theater, right here on the left here, and it was such a small, dirty theater, but it was 350 people came our very first show, and I remember it was they left the theater dirty with food and popcorn and stuff on the ground, so we actually had to clean the theater before the show.
I grew up in Markham, Ontario, which is a city now, but it is the most diverse city in North America. And it was very normal for me to grow up with all different cultures. And to give you an example, my best friends are Jamaican, Trinidadian, Pakistani. So to me, you know, going to their houses and experiencing their cultures, very normal. And that shaped my comedy from the beginning, because I was able to draw on those relationships with their families and I already understand that we're not very different. And then I moved to South Carolina, which was even less diversity, and it's interesting to see how people react to difference.
Probably the biggest thing that worries me is just making sure these guys get through customs. It always makes me nervous until I actually see their faces coming through the doors and into the van. That's when I can relax a little bit. But right now we're just waiting. It's 2:19 and no one is here yet. So hopefully they do show up. Drew just texted me letting me know that he's been pulled off into a side room to be checked over thoroughly, whatever that means. I thought Drew was the least of my worries. Oh, I hope those other two guys get through.
I'm finally clear. They always want to bring up over shit.
What did you do? What did you do?
Oh, there's some shoplifting in 91. That's 20 years ago.
Shoplifting in 91.
Okay, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. There you go. So I go, thank you. I go around the corner to go out, and my man goes, no, this way. And I'm standing in this line. I said, yeah. I've been in this room in Atlanta before. This way they're not too sure about you. My man called me up, and he's like, why are you coming to Canada? And I'm like, I'm here to do a show. It's a charity show. What type of show? I was like, it's a comedy show. I'm a comedian. I see you you declare goods. How many CDs do you have?
Yeah.
I said, 50.
Yeah.
And I was like, he said, what are they for? I said, to give away to the charity.
There you go.
I really had 100.
Yeah. You didn't.
Now he's stamping. Dum, dum, dum. It is okay. You check out what you tell me. I look it up.
Oh, me and Noah being held up at customs right now.
Yeah.
Are they asking you questions?
Right. Ask him if it's secondary holding.
Oh, hey, we good. We got through. So you got detained, right?
Yeah, man, you know, a little hold up.
Yeah,
We'll slow up with the hold up. What's up, baby?
weed charges, but it's no problem.
Good. They got you too.
The food. You know how much food we've passed? We've passed food from everybody's country.
The most racist show on earth isn't just a show. It's not just a standard stand-up comedy show. There's an underlying theme.
Race and racism is something that's still not being talked about enough in our society.
We run from things we don't know about.
The world is completely diverse now. Everyone is everywhere.
The show is so much about people coming together and that blending and.
Like math being the universal language, comedy is also a universal language.
Comedy is a great way for all of us to kind of share in our experience as a collective and laugh together about everyone.
It's a window into other people's lives.
That's what Most Racist is all about. Poking fun at ourselves and each other and just seeing that even though we're separated culturally, there's still a bunch of universal things that we all share together.
Comedy does break barriers, and it creates dialogue. It allows people to question those stereotypes that they've heard, and they've grown up with, and they start to realize that no, those aren't true at all. That's something that we've tried to accomplish through the Most Racist show, is to start up that conversation. I put my heart and soul into this show because I believe in it. I believe that there is a higher purpose, that there is an opportunity for this to go worldwide. The last time we performed in Toronto was 2009, and this will be our return engagement 5 years later.
Dude, that's like World Cup shit. That's Olympics. You know what I mean?
Kind of like another big family reunion.
Previous year shows, I mean, they've been great. This year, I don't know. Hopefully it'll be better. Hopefully we'll trump what we did last time here.
It's very exciting.
But it's also very nerve-wracking at the same time because I don't know if the people are gonna come back, I don't know if the people who originally saw the show, it's been 5 years. We have to get a brand new audience to be interested in finding out what we're about, and it's stressful. It's the most stressful thing you could ever do, and I don't recommend it for anybody. I guess I'm just used to it. I'm used to spending a lot of money and breaking even. Especially with what's going on right now in the city.
It's a very hard time to sell out a show because Just for Laughs Comedy Festival is in Toronto right now. So they have like 42 shows. It's extremely competitive. There's a bunch of other independently produced comedy shows going on at the same time. But I think it's so cool that still after 5 years, he still manages to bring so far 500 people to the show. That's without counting the walk-ins. But it will be challenging to sell it out, which is the ideal. But I'm not worried. I think people are going to come out.
It would be such an accomplishment. It would be an amazing accomplishment to me and to all the comedians at the show to see a full house, and that would just tell me that, look, we want to see this. We want to watch this. This would be the most amazing thing. And I guarantee if they see it, they're going to love it. They're going to come back again and again and tell their friends how funny it was. And that's the most exciting thing for me is just, I just hope it's sold out. That's it. I just want people to see the show.
look how hard it's raining. Please stop. The one thing that ruins people walking up is rain. That's I mean, who wants to get wet? Nobody wants to get wet, you know? It's gotta be a perfect night. It might be just a passing rain shower, but
when it comes down so hard, so quick.
yeah, it's just a fat cloud,
Yeah.
and it's just moving. It's moving out. You gotta think positive, right? It's only 7:58. It's only 7, so we still got an hour and a half.
Yeah, we still.
But you know, if people are in their car going, "Oh, it's raining," it just gives them an extra excuse of, I don't want to shell out money to go watch a show.
It's slowing down a little though.
Yeah, it's slowing down.
Coming, so.
How are we looking in this thing?
This is the orchestra. This is the balcony.
Still the balcony.
Yeah.
Gotta get this walk up, wherever they are. I hope the rain didn't
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, lucky thing now is stopped.
Before the show, I was worried about filling those last balcony seats. I really wanted to be sold out. But at the end of the night, I mean, the laughter is all that mattered.